Good morning, my dear students. Welcome to all of you in 12th class physics. In our previous lecture, we discussed all about the electric field and electric field due to point charges, and also we done some numerical based on electric field and Coulombic force. Okay, and in this lecture we will discuss on our next topic, continuous distribution of charges. Okay, in Coulomb's force we deals only 2 point charges and the force, electrostatic force between two charges, but in actual practice we deals the magnitude of charges must greater than the charge on one electron. So we consider the charge is distribution over the entire surface, not a single charge, but charge is continuously distributed. So we further classified the distribution of charges depends on the surface. Just like the charge is distributed over the volumetric surface, the charge is distributed over the aerial surface, and the charge is distributed at the line charge. Okay, so this is the key points regarding the continuous distribution of charges. Okay, in practice charge always deals much greater in magnitude than charge on an electron. The magnitude of charges must be greater than the charge on an electron, and you know very well the charge on one electron is 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 19 coulomb. Okay, second point, we ignore the quantum nature of charge and imagine charge is distributed over the surface in continuous manner. The quantum nature of charge is always present in the integral multiple of the fundamental quantity or fundamental charge, but we ignore this quantum nature and imagine that the charge is distributed entire the surface. Okay, such a charge distribution is called continuous distribution of charges, and such charge distribution is called continuous distribution of charges. Okay, so if the charge, some charge is distributed over the surface, and if we take another test charge, and what is the electrostatic force between the distributed charge and Coulombic and test charge, so we find the relation using Coulomb's law. Okay, now our next topic, the calculation of force on a charge due to a continuous charge distribution. So I consider this is a surface having charge is distributed over the surface. This is the Q charge and it is distributed all over the surface, and another charge, that is test charge Q naught, which is r distance from the Q charge. Suppose I take a small charge dq over this surface, and my interest to calculate the force between these two charges. So using Coulomb's law, the force between these two charges, that is dF. Why dF? Because I take a small charge dq over this surface. Okay, so dq is what? 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught and Q naught dq upon r square and r cap. This is r cap is the unit vector and the value of r cap equal to r vector upon mod of r. So df equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught or q naught into dq upon r square and r cube. This is the force due to this small charge, and if I want to find the force due to all the charges, because this is Q charge is spread over the surface. Okay, so the force due to all the charges, then what is the value of force? I take just integrate this, then F vector equal to what? Q naught upon 4 pi epsilon naught integration dq upon r square into r cube. This is the force due to all the charges which is spread over this surface. So using this formula, we have 3 distribution of charges, and we will calculate one by one what is the force due to all the distribution of charges, various distribution of charges. So there are 3 distribution of charges. Please first write this. Okay. Our next topic is types of distribution of charges. There are 3 distribution of charges. 3 distribution of charges. First is volumetric charge distribution. Second, surface or aerial charge distribution. And third, line charge distribution. Okay, or line charge continuous distribution. Okay, these are the 3 types of continuous charge distribution. First one is volume, surface and line. Okay, so first I take volume charge distribution. Okay, first is volumetric charge distribution. So it is a charge distribution spread over a 3-dimensional volume or region V of space. Okay, suppose a sphere, and sphere is a 3-dimensional shape. This is any metallic sphere. Okay, so if the charge is distributed over the sphere, okay, then we consider as a volumetric charge distribution. Okay, and how to define volume charge distribution? The volume charge distribution is defined as the charge contained per unit volume. Okay, the volume charge distribution is represented by rho, and rho equal to dq by dv. dq by dv means charge per unit volume. So this is the volume charge distribution. Okay, I consider here any spherical surface having volume V and the charge Q is spread over the entire surface. Okay, write this. Now consider this is the volume of any spherical surface, and suppose I consider a small volumetric surface like this, okay, this is the small volumetric surface, that is the volume is dV. Okay, V is the complete volume of this surface and dV is the small volume of this surface. Suppose Q is the entire charge over this surface, and small dq is charge over this small volumetric surface. Okay, now some distance r vector, a small test charge is placed here. Okay, some small test charge placed here. So what is the force between these two charges, dq and q naught, and we derive this formula using Coulomb's formula or Coulomb's law. Okay, first of all, if this is the q charge over the surface, and first I define rho is the charge upon volume, and what is the volume of this surface? Suppose this is the sphere, and what is the volume of sphere? 4 by 3 pi r cube. Okay, volume of sphere, write in bracket, volume of sphere equal to 4 by 3 pi r cube. If r is the radius of this sphere, then this is the volume. Okay, this is the volume. Now for small charge over the small surface, small volumetric surface, then we define another term, rho equal to what? It is the dq upon dv, or dq equal to what? Rho into dv. Okay, this is the value of small charge. Now the value of Coulomb's force. What is the value of Coulomb's force? That is Fv. Why we write Fv? Because force due to a volumetric charge distribution and test charge. So I write here Fv vector equal to what? This is the, first of all, q naught upon what? 4 pi epsilon naught into integration of v into dq upon r square and r cap. Okay, put the value of dq. So integration v, what is dq? dq is the rho, and dv upon r square and r cap. This is the Fv. So this is the force. This is the force between this volumetric charge distribution and test charge. F equal to Q naught upon 4 pi epsilon naught V rho dV upon R square and R cap. Okay, I write this. Second, surface charge distribution. Okay, so it is a charge distribution spread over a two-dimensional surface S in space. In volume charge distribution, the charge is spread over a three-dimensional surface, but in surface charge distribution, the charge is distributed over two-dimensional surface. Okay, so we define surface charge distribution at any point on this surface as the charge per unit surface. Now the surface charge distribution or surface charge density is denoted by sigma, and this is the dq by ds. Here dq is the charge per unit surface. Okay, if I write the SI unit of sigma is what? Charge per meter square. And I forget the SI unit of volume charge distribution, so you must write in your previous section the SI unit of volume charge distribution is rho equal to dq by dv, so coulomb per meter cube, and the SI unit of sigma is coulomb upon meter square because this is the surface area. Okay, now if we write the formula for the force between the surface charge distribution and test charge, then we consider a surface, two-dimensional surface having surface area. Suppose this is the surface having surface area S, and the charge Q is spread over like this. The charge is spread over like this. Okay, in three-dimensional shape we consider a sphere, and in two-dimensional we consider any circular or spherical or any surface like this. If I consider this is the sphere having surface area what? This is the small ds. Okay, and the charge on this surface is what? dq, and a small test charge which is at a distance r. Okay, now sigma is what? Surface charge distribution, and sigma is q upon what? Q upon s. S means what? 4 pi r square. If r is the radius of the sphere, then this is the surface area 4 pi r square. Okay, right here surface area of sphere equal to 4 pi r square if r is the radius. Okay. Now this is the dq charge and sigma equal to what? dq equal to dq upon ds. Sigma equal to dq upon ds. Okay. Now we want to find the force between these two charges. Okay. So we write here Fs vector equal to q naught upon 4 pi epsilon naught integration of over this surface equal to what? This is dq upon r square and r cap. Okay. Now put the value of dq, then we find a relation for surface charge distribution. dq is the sigma into ds upon r square into r cube. This is the value of force between charge over the spherical surface having surface area 4 pi r square and a test charge that is q naught. Okay, I write this formula. And our last topic is linear charge distribution. Okay. Now third charge distribution is linear charge distribution. Suppose I have one ring and the radius of the ring is capital R. Okay. And if I open this ring and the ring become a straight wire or linear wire. Okay. So if the wire is in the form of a ring, then the circumference of the ring is what? 2 pi r. Okay. If plus q charge is distributed over the ring, and what is the Coulombic force? We can calculate by this Coulombic force method. Okay. So it is a charge distribution along a one-dimensional curve or line L in space. We define the line charge distribution at any point on this line as the charge per unit length of the line at that point. Okay. The line charge distribution is represented by lambda equal to dq by dl, and the SI unit is coulomb per meter because dl is measured in meter. Now consider a ring and the charge q is spread over the ring. Then what? Then charge q is over the ring, and what is lambda? Lambda equal to q upon 2 pi r coulomb per meter. 2 pi r is the circumference. Now this is the linear charge distribution. If I open the ring and this is the linear charge distribution, consider the capital small L is the length of this, and I consider small dl of this section, and the charge on this section is dq. Another charge q naught at a distance r vector. Okay. Now the value of dq is what? dq equal to lambda into dl. Okay. So the Coulombic force FL equal to what? It is a Q naught upon 4 pi epsilon naught integration of L over the whole surface, and this is dq upon r square r cap. Now put the value of dq, then FL equal to Q naught upon 4 pi epsilon naught L lambda into dl upon r square and r cap. This is the force between the charge spread over this surface and this test charge. Okay, this is all about the continuous distribution of charges. Okay, and in our further video, next video, we will discuss on the electric field lines, how to represent electric field lines. Okay, what are the characteristics of electric field lines and electric dipole, and further many things. Okay, so write down all these things. Okay.